probably the worst track to ever exist, but it's China. We've been here 4 times already this week. A 5th is one too many, but MRCX will be fun like it is always. We only have a race today. It's 50%. It's reverse grid. Kid Dynamite's in last, like he should be every week anyway, but he is there. We have the formation lap. We have everything. It's all on the normal settings, so we are ready to go. Everyone's in their player cars, and it's a big fight for the championships across both tiers, so it's going to go on a little while. But today I'm joined by someone that's older than David Attenborough. He's not been on comms since the late 1950s, but he's back. He's returning. He's the MRCX OG. Along with myself, it's Mr. Morgan Stubbs. How are you?
Not too bad. How was you?
Oh, you sound quite young, actually. Haven't heard your voice in a long time.
You're older than me.
That's not correct.
It's 100% correct, and you know.
How old are you?
26.
Yeah, I'm 24.
Not with that voice.
Wow, that's just a touch too far. But either way, are you glad to be back? That's the main.
Oh, of course. It's always fun to comment on the chaos.
Comment on the chaos. I mean, that's one way to put it. A very correct way to put it as well, to be completely honest. I can't really argue with that. But
I'm blaming the track more than the drivers today.
Oh, the track is bumpier than... No, let's not go there, actually. It is bumpy, let's just say that. But let's have a quick look at the liveries. Brindle's got a beautiful one in the man on pole today. He's making his debut in MRCX. Rotterdam's is very red and white. It's okay. Jackster's is... Whoa, that's striking, to say the least. Julian, he's driving what I'm going to call the Dutch wagon. Back Mazo is in blue and white. Considering he's a Man U fan, that's probably not right, but still. Bandstorp's very nice livery. Gav is driving...
Someone's up on the grass already.
Oh no, it's Julian. Gav is driving... Why is he driving the McLaren livery? Neil is driving a retro McLaren livery. B17's got his newfound Mercedes. Have you seen the Mercedes for next season, by the way?
Not yet. Why?
Like the rumoured one. Oh my god,
no.
It looks amazing.
Tell you what, Gav's getting minus points today for running the
oh yeah,
the McLaren livery.
Gav is instantly out of questioning. Kaiser Soze's, that is a beautiful livery. Carl is running. Why is Bergen last?
Good question.
What's happened here? He was definitely in 11th because I checked the grid.
There's nothing different from a standard day with a glitch in this game.
To be fair, he did message me saying that he wanted to start last anyway. But...
Well, making wishes come true.
Bergen, I can assure you and promise you was put in 11th place. So... I'm unsure as to what's actually happened there. But we better go
missing the pit box
to the front. Well, that's always happening, isn't it? It's not an MRC lobby if that doesn't happen. But 5 lights, and we're underway. That's maybe sometime today. We're underway. Come on, yeah, let's go. Brindle's actually made a good getaway. Oh, the man in P2, Rotterdam's not had the best. Jackson's already passed him. Now it's into the terrible turn 1, as I like to call it. Oh, is that a moment for Rotterdam? No, but he's lost a place to Bandstorp. Bandstorp's made a mighty start. He's up to P3 already. He's not messing around. Gab's dropping in his McLaren.
Kay's trying to go 3 abreast of these S's here.
Yeah, they definitely are. Mark's made a great start. He's into the lead of the elite boys.
Gav's made a dive up the inside of Rotterdam.
Oh, let's go look at Gav. He seems to have made it just about alive.
Neil's gone round the outside.
Neil, let's look at him. Yeah, he has. Oh, Rotterdam's still there. Rotterdam's just going very, very backwards.
It's definitely not having the race start.
Oh, contact! Spun. I think it's Neil. No, it's Julian. No, it's Brindle and who? Batmazo, I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Simba might have been caught up on that because he's now down at the back.
Yeah, Simba's had a moment somewhere, that's for sure. Jaxter showed great pace this week at China, so Bandstop's not going to find it easy to just fly past him, that's for sure.
Penalty for Carl there for ignoring yellows.
Yeah, I'm sure stewards may see that one. Neil's just got Neil's getting past Gav. It's McLaren versus McLaren by the looks of it. But Neil's got the move done. He is the better man in orange today. Well, Papaya, I should say. Julian he's had a look running outside. Julian's got really wide though. Him and Rotterdam are fighting like crazy, but here comes B17, the man in the title fight for the challenger, but now it's going to be a double because G-Star's there as well.
Trying to go even too wide through this corner is just insane.
It's a nightmare, isn't it? It's so bad, that corner. But Laura Pell's already up to 10. Bergen's in 11th. Wow. Considering he started last.
It's another yellow.
There is. I don't know who it is though. I think it's Batmazo. It is Batmazo. So, B17's just had a big twitch at the exit of 4. But look at this gaggle of cars between P7 and P11. It's crazy. Oh, Bergen, he saved it just about. Whoa. Bergen got away with that one. Well, not really. He's lost a lot of positions, but the door was closing.
Jaxter's doing well to hold this lead from Bandstop.
He is. Jaxter is doing very well. And he's pulling away as well. That's the insane thing. Bearing in mind, Bandstop was the runaway leader in Tier 3 this season as well. So
Bandstop got a better exit through that corner though.
He definitely did. Let's see. Is he coming? Is he coming? He's not going to be close enough. He hasn't got DRS yet, has he? So he's not using his ERS. Jaxter's still got 86% battery while Bandstop's got 60. So Jaxter's not using it very much at all. Anton and Carl are having a bit of a yeah, well, I think that's the best thing to do. I never use my ERS, and that's probably part of the issue. Whoa, marked livery. Whoa! My eyes. That is distinctive. Very, very
bright as some of his liveries is gold.
That is something I've never. I actually weirdly really like it. It's crazy. Let's just say that. Oh, G-Star has actually got a new livery for once. That's.
Tell you what, it's getting close at the front. Neil's about to take Bandstop.
He is. Let's go have a look at that. Let's catch it. Toby. Oh, but now Neil's automatically now on the defensive from Gav. But he's not quite going to get that move done. Gav is at... Oh no, Neil's absolutely burned his ERS, sorry. Neil's on 30%. He's not going to be charging forward for much longer. Mark has just managed to get past B17. So Mark is the runaway leader in the challenger tier, at the elite tier at the minute. So he's sort of... He's the one that's managed to navigate his way best at the minute, but let's see. Can Bandstop get anywhere near Jaxter with this DRS? We both know how long this straight is, don't we?
Yeah. There's only two ways to substitute car for China. This one straight or the rest of the track.
Yeah, literally. Because this is literally basically an entire set to this straight. That's how long it is. But here he comes. Is Bandstop going to be close enough? Not. Oh, he does have a look. Jaxter's gone deep. He's given almost too much space, but he's going to get a much better exit. And he holds on to the position. Good driving from Jaxter and from Bandstop, but Jaxter gave good space there. Laura Pell is in a bit of a tussle, but he seems to have got away with it, so he's fine. Saviour's also made great progress. Kid Dynamite's not going through as quickly as I thought he would though, Stu.
I know, but the pack seems mostly still pretty much bunched up, to be fair, apart from the one gap for, I think it's Rotterdam and Julian.
Yeah, the rest of them are all in a very big train. It's like a human centipede at this point, isn't it, really? So...
That's definitely one way of putting it.
Oh, there's big contact between Julian and Rotterdam. If I'm Julian, I'm getting so annoyed because Julian's just like, I'm visibly quicker at the minute and I can't get past. But he will get there eventually. I'm sure Rotterdam looks like he's struggling quite a bit with his car. I don't know if his setup's in the right place or not. But here goes B17. He's having a little look at Mr. Laura Pell, the elite tier champion. So, oh, but now it's 3 wide heading down to turn. I don't even know. Oh, B17's gone wide. very wide. There's a track there.
Somewhere.
No, yeah, somewhere, but he's just reinvented it. But Kid Dynamite has now got past him as well.
Oh, somebody's just spotted.
Is that G-Star? It is.
G-Star.
Yeah, that is G-Star. So, Jackster's band stop side by side again, coming out of the hairpin, and he's got away with it again. He seems to have Bandstop's number in that corner at the minute. But Bandstop's got a way better exit out the final corner, and Bandstop is going to have this done way before we get to turn 1.
And Julian, Mark and Lurapel have all led Rotterdam now, coming down the main straight.
Oh wow, yeah, and now someone else has just snuck through as well. I think it was Saviour as well.
Saviour.
Yeah. So Rotterdam, I think he maybe kind of sort of let them all through a little bit.
Gav's up to second.
Gav is, he's made the move on Neil, but Neil's now
Neil got
lost
damage or something.
I don't know. I've just realised Jackster's dropped down. I don't know if Jackster spun, Neil got an illegal overtake and then had to let Jackster back through. I think that might have been what happened. Kid's got through on Rotterdam. And now Kid's having a look at Saviour. Oh, these two are having a right tussle. Kid's car looks like a packet of After Eights.
Yeah.
It actually does. Mark, though, the thing is, Mark may get past Julian quite quickly here, because Julian obviously doesn't have DRS, but the issue for Mark is he's got Lurapel right up his chuff. So he's definitely got a big feat in trying to keep Mr. Lurapel behind him. Lurapel's closing, he's closing. He's now going alongside. Is he going to make the move? There's also moves happening up front. I can't see exactly who it is. I think it's Neil and Jackster.
Yeah.
It is, but Lurapel's through on... Oh, Mark's stuck it around the outside. He's actually going... Lurapel's in the wall. He's round. Wow, he just lost it. He just put the power down slightly too quick. That is heartbreaking, to say the least. But let's see... So Neil's shown good pace though. Yeah, Neil's shown good pace so far. Like, he's already on the back of Gav. Bandstop's run away from Gav. So,
to be fair, I think all this fighting behind Bandstop's definitely helping him keep the place.
yeah, it's definitely benefited him. That is for certain. But let's see what else goes down. Julian is chilling
2
in
seconds
P5.
off.
Yeah, he's a bit back. Mark is still right there, but Mark doesn't seem to have the greatest straight line speed, does he, to get near him in a straight, so...
Like I said, it's a bit of a trade-off on this track. You need a lot of downforce to actually get through sectors 1 and 2, but then you need lower wings to actually get down the straight at any sort of speed, so...
Yeah, you definitely do. You're not wrong there, that is for sure. But, so at the minute, obviously Bandstop's leading the championship fight, though. 9th and 11th for the two for the elite challenger team, Kaiser Soze and B17. They're actually, what, 6th and 7th in their current tier at the minute, so the others may start to bridge the gap a little bit. But here goes Neil on Gab. Let's go and see that for P2.
This DRS opening is not actually that much quicker down the straight, which was quite surprising.
I know, but we know Gav loves his ridiculously low wings. Oh, Gav's had a big twitch. A big twitch, but got away with it. Who's Josh Issy? He said happy... Oh, it's Saviour's birthday. Happy birthday, Saviour.
Oh, and there goes Gav straight past Neil. Down the start finish straight.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it. The thing is, this is just Bandstop rubbing his hands at this point. He's loving life. What happened to Julian? Something's happened to Julian because he's dropped a 10th.
There was a yellow flag just... wonder if it'd be spun.
Yeah, he must have done maybe at the hairpin or something. But now he's under a bit of pressure from Kaiser Soze, so...
Rotterdam's just losing places still. He's down as 17th now.
He is, but at least he's still going. That's the main thing for him, at least. So, let's see. But the field's still very bunched up. It's not the easy, like, other than that one back straight, it's not the easiest place to overtake, is it, to be honest?
No, I'm quite surprised to see people on softs, to be fair. We've got Lurapel and G-Star both on softs.
Oh, who's that round? Is that Bandstop? Toby's got round. He's lost his lead. Bandstop's down to 7th.
Well, somebody's just going for a shot around the outside. I think it's E17.
It is E17. Oh, did you see how close his wing was to Banstop's rear there? Wow. I thought that was going to end in tears. But here comes Anne. Is he going to now get... Is he going to gobble B17 up down this straight? Not really.
Yeah, E17 still got DRS though, so...
He does. But, oh, and is having a look. He's going to make a lunge, surely. No, he's not. He's sensible. Sensible's boring, guys. Actually, no, I shouldn't encourage that. That was very good driving. Well done.
Marks, I think Jax has made a mistake, so no, he's in the pits.
Okay, so Jack, that's a very early pit stop for Jackster.
Yeah, he's probably got like 12, 13 laps out of those mediums.
I think mine went off in tier 3 at around about 11, 12. So yeah, you're pretty much there with that one. So...
Well, that puts Neil up into the lead now with his battle with Gav.
It does. Gav's hung on to him pretty well though. Gav's still there P2, he's still in the DRS, so let's see how much Gav... The thing is, these two have been trading positions the whole race. But obviously you've got Mark now and Kid Dynamite, really, and Saviour all catching on to this battle, so... It's going to be interesting to see which of these three are going to actually catch the pack and get through them.
To line up Bandstop again.
He is. I'm wondering if Bandstop's tyres are a little bit screwed.
70 lap all hard. As long as he doesn't push them too hard for the next few laps, they should come back to him for a little bit.
It's just after the spin maybe or something, but yeah, they're probably a bit hot, but actually the hards never get hot. You could do donuts for the whole race and they still probably be at -2. But they'll get there eventually. But Gav's now dropped out of the DRS. He's still got DRS on this lap, but that gap's over a second at the minute.
I'm not quite sure who that is.
I think that's Rotterdam, yeah. And Mark's just been overtaken by Kid. So...
Oh, E17 went for a big dive into the second to last corner.
Yeah, he's been making lots of little errors, I've noticed. He's been going a bit wide into quite a few corners. I don't know if he thinks the off-roading is going to help his exit, but I can assure you it won't.
It's going to get close into turn 1. Here comes Ant as well.
Yeah, Ant's also looking around the outside. The thing is, the outside line is arguably better because it lines you up for the turn 3, you know, on the inside. But
yeah,
you need to get a really, really good run, and it's not that easy. Like you said, though, I'm quite surprised to see G-Star on the softs. That's quite...
I'm amazed they've got 8 laps, to be fair.
Yeah, to be honest, when the mediums only go, what, 11? So... Yeah, but Mark's actually hung on quite well to Kid Dynamite here. The issue for Gav is Kid's in his DRS, but he's not in Neil's DRS. So
yeah, I think... Ooh, it looked like Gav braked really early then.
Bandstop's round again. He's had another moment. He's down to P10, but let's have a look. What about Kid? I think Kid and Gav is going to be the... Kid's going to get him before the straight even comes. Yeah,
it looked like Gav braked really early into the corner before the straight, so Kid just closed that gap dramatically.
But here comes Gav. Is he going to make the move on Kid? Surely he's not going to make a move on Kid. Oh, he switched to the inside. I thought that was going to end in a crash. Wow, my heart for a second then. But Saviour's just made a move on Mark as well, so...
He's just... How much longer is Neil going to hold off in the lead with those 8-lap-old mediums now?
Yeah. I mean, when you got Kid behind you, you probably think not too long, considering he's already in the DRS of Neil as well, so... G-Star has pit, lap 8, soft tyres, so...
Maybe try hard to the end now from here?
I mean, it's doable, it probably won't be great, but...
Hey, just slap the hards on.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen many safety cars here this week, so... That is for sure. Mark is right up the rear end of Saviour.
Are we not saying chuff anymore?
No, I try to change it up a little bit. I can't overuse chuff because it's trademarked these days, so... I trademarked it because everyone was stealing it.
Okay, fairs.
You used to steal it all the time. But, yes.
I blame Sai. Sai loves a good chuff, to be fair.
He does. Sai created Chuff Chat. That's what he created. He loves chuff chat, he does. I do it every safety car period.
Oh, somebody's gone round.
Neil's round! Morgan, apologise to him right now. You've just absolutely killed the poor boy. How long can he hold off in the lead? Yep, well, bye. But let's see.
It's not my fault, it's my first commentary back.
It's the curse, it's the commentator's curse striking Morgan. Nice learning. Gab's gone really deep and he's pushed Xavier off track a little bit there by the looks of it. It's just accidentally caught him, but he keeps the position just about. But here comes Xavier on the run down to turn 1. He's closing. Gab's flashing like a man in Amsterdam. But he is through. Xavier is the man now. He needed to get that done quickly because he doesn't want Kid to run off into the distance. That is for sure. But Mark's now having a little sniff of that rear end of Gav. But he's not quite close enough to get anything done. But I'm surprised we've seen no rain this week, like at all in China. Oh, Xavier's missed his braking point. Well. Yeah, when's it ever dry in China?
We had some really random wet races, and then a dry China.
Yeah, like we had in Tier 3 last season, we had rain in Abu Dhabi. Now tell me when rain ever even hit Abu Dhabi.
Oh, I mean, we did that wet race, the F2 race at Jeddah. That was an interesting one.
Oh yeah, that's basically Abu Dhabi as well. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense, does it? But okay. I've still never seen it rain at Bahrain though.
Good. I don't want rain at Bahrain.
I love Bahrain. But yeah, rain in night races becomes even harder with visibility, so let's avoid that.
What, Mark's taking a few risks here with some of these curves he's riding. I think he's got his car slightly beached a few times.
I reckon if he can ride the curbs, he must have a slightly higher ride height. Why did Anton's lag really scare me then? But I thought he was going straight into the back of Mark for a second. But yeah, I think, based on Mark, I think he may have a slightly higher ride height than everyone, so maybe he can get away with it just about. But I tell you something, Gav should be quite proud of himself. He's managed to hold on to the back here of Xavier at least a little bit. So
I think he might start struggling now when Mark starts looking for a move.
Yeah, but Mark doesn't see... The thing is, Mark doesn't have to stress too much because it's not like Xavier's driving off into the distance. And obviously his race now looks to be with Xavier because Kid is almost scampering off into the distance. But it's definitely going to be interesting. G-Star with the fastest lap, so he's absolutely flying on those hard tyres. Did you notice this week as well, the hard tyres took a little while to warm up?
Yeah, but I have also noticed that, especially ever since the update they did to 22, that the hard tyres are actually now a semi-decent race tyre now, so...
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But I noticed, I went onto the hards, I think, lap 11, and they were still ice cold on lap 15, and then on lap 16, they were like the Sahara Desert. Like, all of a sudden, it just came out of nowhere. Gav has majorly closed onto the back of Xavier here.
It looks like somebody spun. I think it might be Bergen, possibly.
Bat Mazo, I think it is. So, yeah. Where is Bergen? I can't even see his name. Oh, he's in 16th.
16th.
He's right with Lurapel though, so he's having a bit of fun back there with Lurapel, that is for sure. But Mark's probably getting increasingly frustrated right now because obviously he can't make a move on Gav because he's stuck behind Xavier. This is now forming into a pretty big train as well because you've got now Neil joining the back of it as well. Julian and Bandstop on their way onto the back of it too, so...
To be fair, Bandstop's doing pretty well to actually climb his way back up the order after his spin earlier.
He's had 2 of them, unluckily for him, but yeah, no, he has. It's good progress forward from him, that is for sure. But Kid is just having a Sunday drive at this point, isn't he, really?
And those new hards are definitely working for G-Star as well.
Yeah, they definitely are. His lap times are absolutely ludicrous at the minute. It'll be interesting to see how deep these hard tyre runners that started on hards go, though, because they could take them long enough to go straight to softs.
So they'd have to go to about lap 20, I reckon, for the softs.
I think it's 21 if they want them in optimum. I think because Gav was trying it in tier 3, but then a safety car came out and he binned that off straight away as soon as the safety car came out, so... But...
Oh, this is going to be a fun straight for the second, third and fourth here.
Yeah, I don't think Xavier's going to enjoy this at all. Gab seems to have very good straight line speed, but Gab keeps getting a terrible exit out of the banking. An absolutely terrible one. Mark's now so much closer to him than he is to Xavier. I don't think he's going to be close enough. Gab's flashing like... Yeah. But
you
Gab's
really
flashing.
say flashing things.
I do. Gab's also flapping a lot as well, which is unhealthy. But we won't say anymore. Gab's got 3 seconds. Oh, Xavier's in the pits as well. Xavier's pit really early on his hards.
It's not right for Neil, I reckon, lap 12 on those mediums, though.
Yeah, for Neil it's right, but not for Xavier.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why he's gone for such an early pit. He's even put the mediums on, so he's in for a bit of a long stint on them.
I mean, I think he can go to the end. You can do 14 laps, but they're not going to feel good by the end of it, that's for sure. But I tell you something, this now opens up opportunity for Mark to go and put some pressure on Gab, especially as Mark's now got Mr. Anton right on the back of him, so that is not going to be ideal. I'm just deleting comments out of YouTube chat.
Do I even want to know?
Trying to promote women.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm sexist or anything, but it's not in a good light that they're promoting them. But yeah. We'll move on. Mark's now closing to Gab.
Under the yellow in sector 1.
There is, I think that is Brindle, if I'm not wrong. I believe, based off the mini-map, so... But here we're 3 wide heading down. This is going to end in tears. There's no way they can make it run ahead in 3 wide. How's Ant taken both of them? But here goes Mark. He's round the outside. He's going to get the better exit as well. Go! Ant's round. He's at a big twitch. Wow, he did well to keep that out of the wall. Whoa. The people on the inside always seem to try and get on that power slightly too early. I don't know if you've noticed that. That's happened to Laura Pell earlier as well.
Quite surprised he's still going on those mediums, to be fair.
Yeah, that's probably part of the reason why he had the twitch, because the tyres feel like rubbish.
I'd also love to know what wings he's running, because he flew past Mark and Mark had his wing open, so...
He did. That was... well, I guess he did get a double slipstream for quite a lot of that, but still, that was some rapid pace down the straight. That was scary quick. Yes, yellow in sector 3. I think that's Brindle again. No, I think it's Neil, actually. Is that Neil? It is Neil. He's recovering, so yes, it was. He's not having the best of days, to say the very least, but he's always got chance to get back up there. Mark is now probably going to start to run away. Mark's actually bringing that gap down a tiny little bit to Kid as well, so...
Yeah, I wonder if Kid's just looking after his tyres for a bit now.
Potentially, yeah, Kid is... He's got no pressure out front, has he? Let's be honest, and he's very soon going to be in the DRS of Bat Mazo and last, so... He's probably just hunting for that, really, at this point. But yeah, the flag, I think that's Rotterdam.
Gav's dropped outside of Mark's DRS. He's
He
still
has.
Ant behind him, though.
Here comes Ant. Oh, Gav's got no ERS either, so... He's...
Can I make the corner this time?
He's going to try the switcheroo. Why did I sound like Croft? Why did I go full Crofty then? Ugh, that's disgusting. I'm ashamed of myself. But now it's Ant versus Mark. The thing is, Ant can't surely keep going for much longer on those mediums.
I don't know where he's finding his grip from. They're not going to be healthy for much longer.
They can't be healthy now, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't want to be on them. It'd be like trying to ice skate. Simba is in the pits.
He gave up after 14 laps.
Simba's had quite a quiet race, really, hasn't he? I think something might have happened to him at the start. Whoa, his livery, I didn't catch that at all today. That is sexy. That is very nice. But Xavier, I wonder if Xavier's gonna... I wonder if Xavier maybe went early to try and get an undercut on Kid.
Possibly, but with the lead that Kid's pulled, I'm not quite sure it's going to work out for him.
Well, the thing is, you'd expect fresh mediums to be quite a lot, you know, stronger than fresh hards, old hards, so...
At this point, yeah, but he's going to ruin the end of his race, because there's no way that he could keep up the pace he'll have now on those mediums for the last 5 laps.
Yeah, no,
That's where kids' fresh tyres are going to come into play, so...
Yeah, for sure. Gav's managed to stick on the back here of... Ant has really... The thing is, Ant's still got grip in those mediums.
His straight line speed is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but he's absolutely... Oh, he got so close to the rear of Mark then. Wow.
Has been disqualified.
Oh, well... That was smart.
It said he was parked in a dangerous place. Not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah. Oh, Gav's just nearly got into the wall. He's just gone full Hamilton in the pit lane. But Mark and Gav all into the pits. Let's hope none of them are teammates because they will get held up.
That puts Julian and Banstorp up into second and third.
It does. Julian's currently in the lead of the Challenger tier, but he's obviously not in the net lead because Gav will be. But yeah, a lot.
I wonder if the strategy's not worked out for Ant though, because obviously Mark and Gav are both on mediums now, and Ant will be on the hards for his last stint.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure why he wanted the longest stint on mediums to have a short stint on hards.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it does make sense. But the thing is, you didn't really have a lot of choice because you can't go to softs now, and those mediums were probably cooked at this point, weren't they, to be honest? So. But I'll tell you something, right? Do you know what I've just realised? A man that snuck past everyone here and pulled an absolute blinder is G-Star.
He's done well, to be fair, from coming off those softs.
Yeah, no, but when you think he was never really in the battle with the leaders either, was he, to be honest? And...
looks like he's steadily catching Kaiser.
Yeah, he is, but he's also jumped Saviour, Mark, Anton, Gav, Baldy, Neil, all of that. He's caught all of them, so... He's had
it's just about whether he can get to the end on those tyres now.
I think he probably can. He's done 7 laps. He's going to have done 18 by the end. I think 18, and when you look at the fact Kid's done 17, I think Kid's going to go to softs at the end and go for fastest lap. Because he's got that much of a gap, I don't even think he needs to worry about it at this point.
Just a little Friday stroll.
He's just having a little shimmy. He's on the dance floor at a pub actually. Apparently he's racing in Walkabout or something. Just having the time of his life. But let's see what's going on. Saviour is right up the rear end now. Saviour's showing a good pace on those mediums. He's getting right at the back of G-Star. But like you said, like, I wonder how much G-Star took out of those hard tyres early though, because he was setting fastest lap after fastest lap, wasn't he? And makes you think, has he pushed them too early?
Makes me think the same as Saviour, obviously, because even between Mark and Gav, their tyres are 3 laps newer. And whenever Kid decides to pit, he definitely has the biggest advantage.
Oh yeah, 100%. But the Gav's got he's reasonably close behind Anton. Let's go and watch Saviour versus G-Star, because I think that's the next battle that's probably going to erupt here, to be honest. So... let's see, is Saviour going to be able to get him down this straight? These are both tier 1 drivers who are both top tier 1 drivers as well, so let's see. The thing is, I know Saviour loves a bit of a higher downforce setup, so he's going to have to use his exits out of the corner. He's twitching down a straight, Saviour. Wow, that was something. But let's see, he's up the inside. I think that's going to be moved done as long as he doesn't miss the braking point. Which he doesn't, he gets it absolutely spot on. Great move from Saviour.
He managed to get out without spinning.
Yeah, Kid's in.
Here goes Kaiser, Kid and Banstorp.
Yeah. Is Saviour going to get him?
Oh, Lirapel's retired.
Oh, Lirapel has retired.
Looks like that maybe in the corner before the long straight.
Is that in the pits actually? No, that is on the long straight. Why is there no safety car?
Yeah, it's on the right, just as you go down the long straight.
I tell you what, a safety car would have absolutely spiced all of this up. Can you imagine if there was a safety car? Julian would be absolutely loving life, wouldn't he? Yeah. He'd be loving it, but...
I reckon he'll be coming in this lap.
I'd be surprised if he didn't, unless he's going to try a little soft stint at the end. That could be the only other thing.
Because Kid's already tearing chunks into him. as he warms up those mediums.
He is, but I'm going to quickly have a look at all the liveries just in case I've missed some, so that you can give your livery of the day in a bit as well. It can't be Gav, that's the one rule I'm making.
I think I have my livery of the day, but I'll wait till the end.
Oh, Nils just had a big spin! Oh, you have your livery of the day, okay, that's good, as long as you got that sorted.
So here comes G-Star and Saviour.
Oh, I was too busy looking at... Why is he backed off so early? Oh, he's got... He got so close to the... I thought that was good night, Saviour, and goodbye, rest in peace.
There goes Julian.
Yeah, Julian is in the pits in his Dutch wagon. So...
Playing it safe, put the mediums on.
I'd have almost risked softs at that point, to be honest. But where's he going to come out? Is he going to get out in front of barn door? That's the question. He is. He's going to get out ahead of barn door. So that's actually big for Julian. He's actually not... He's driven a really good stint there. Julian's second in the Challenger tier at the moment. So that was a really, really strong, solid stint. How quickly can he get on the back of Gav?
To catch Gav.
Yeah, he definitely needs to. Yellow flag in sector 3. I think that's Rotterdam. It is Rotterdam. So, yes, Kid is absolutely blitzing away already from Saviour. That's gone up by 1.5 seconds in about a lap. So, Kid is having the time of his life. But Mark's now right on the back of G-Star as well. So that's going to be the next battle. That's the battle for P3 for the elite boys. But Ant is also sticking with them. But Ant's on those hard tyres, which are going to be quite a bit slower. He's sort of played it wrong by going so deep there, hasn't he, in some way?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why you'd take such a long stint on the mediums instead of pitting early and using the life of the hards.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, a fresh set of mediums which everyone else around you was going to be on isn't going to get you any real places. He should have really gone for the undercut, and because as we've seen in this race, the undercut's quite powerful with what G-Star did. So it's definitely a lot more. Oh, Simba had wing damage from the beginning, so that's why he dropped so far back at the start.
Time penalty for Julian as well.
That's not going to help him. That means now he has to get Gav as well. He can't just be within the 3 seconds. He has to get him if he wants the race win. So, how quickly... The thing is, Gav is now catching this little train now that's forming behind G-Star. So, it'll be interesting to see... Well, it's actually behind Saviour, really. But
well, to be fair, I'm quite surprised at the gap that keeps fluctuating between Mark and G-Star. It's showing like kind of where the setups are differing, because Mark's car definitely seems a lot happier in the corners, but G-Star's car is really quick in a straight line.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I feel really bad for Bergen that the game glitched and put him in last.
Same.
Like, I feel really, really bad. Because it's just rotten luck, isn't it, really? But...
Just this game. You've always got to expect some glitch with this game.
Yeah, you literally do. But, let's... Because I definitely checked and I definitely saw him in 11th, that's the thing.
Well, to be fair, Mark's coming down the straight. He's closed the gap by 4/10.
He is. I don't think he's quite going to be close enough, though. He's not. Not on this lap, anyway. But, on that note, Mark is the new league manager of MRC. So, congratulations on that. I said I'd do it while he's mid-battle to stress him out a little bit more. So, then now he's going to be stressed and I'm probably going to get absolutely murdered after the race. But yeah, congrats on that. Anyway, we'll move on down. Kaiser Soze in P10. He's now closing up to the back of his title rival, which is Mr. East 17. So that's going to be a battle that's personal between those two. Been going at it all season in Tier 3. Bergen's just had another moment. I honestly, my heart goes out to Bergen today. I feel so bad for him. But, but Mark is... Oh, now we have got some chuff action. And we know Mark loves a good old chuff. So let's see him get right up the chuff of... I've just said chuff so many times. But let's see him get right up the chuff of G-Star, who has a very blue chuff.
In the Kaiser Soze E17 battle.
Yeah, that's definitely the one to watch at the minute, because those two are the the runaway pair in the Challenger tier. But actually, to be honest, Gav's going to gain a lot of points, and Gav's going to put his name right back in there today as well, and potentially give him a chance for the rest of the season at that title. So
E17 made a bit of a mistake, so Kaiser Soze is closer by about 3/10.
he is. Kaiser's having a right look as well, but they're going to come down the straight. So let's watch the end of the Mark G-Star, then we'll cut straight to the Soze E17 battle. But Mark seems to have very, very little straight line speed. So let's go and have a look at B17 and Kaiser Soze. Is Kaiser going to be able to close? He is closing, and he's closing very quickly.
He's got next to no ERS left.
Yeah, that's it. Oh god, I've just messed that up. He's got down the inside. He's got to move, but B17's gone for the switchback. He's not going to go around the outside of the final corner, because I tried that and nearly died. Fair play, good racing. These two, they're going to be going at it all season. They're going to be the two that fight for that title. So
yeah, those 11 lap hours definitely did not help B17 there.
No, not one little bit, that is for sure. But we've got 5 laps to go.
And Kaiser closed down the gap to Banstorp.
I'll tell you something, with such a close race for first place, who do you think possibly could win this race, Morgan?
I think it might be Kid.
That's a bit of a brave guess, don't you think? He's only 12 seconds out in front.
Well, you know, well, what's what my gut's telling me?
Yeah, I think my head's also telling me. But
I think he could pretty much pull over, have a quick brew, and then keep going and still win.
he probably could, that's the sad bit about it. But let's have a look at Mark and G-Star. Round, what is this, like round 6 of these two at this point? Mark's
yeah, again, it's really just the car setups coming into play down here now.
These two are like having like a boxing match, but Mark just keeps throwing jabs at the minute, and he's not hitting him with that knockout punch yet. So, and he seems to have very, very little straight line speed, but he's not deploying his ERS either, so I think he's saving it, Mark, for a late attack. How much is G-Star
for Bergen?
Oh, I feel so bad for him, I really do. But the thing is, he had such a good start as well. But Mark still can't get close enough into turn 1. What's the rest of the field saying? So Lorpy now right on the back of Simba as well in the battle for P11. So let's see if these two can have a fun little scrap. I don't think he's not going to be in his DRS on this lap, that's for sure. I tell you who has had a quiet little good bit of progress is Brindle in 13th. He was stone dead last at one point, wasn't he? And now...
yeah, he's sneaking back up. I think he's in a good little battle with Jackster at the minute, so...
issue for him is he's done 17 laps on a set of hards.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun bit of drama to get to the end, as Carl almost ended up in the back of Jackster.
He does.
Bergen's retired.
Bergen's out. Yeah, you got to feel sorry for... oh, safety car! Oh, well, that's interesting. With 4 laps to go.
I swear this game just doesn't like safety cars anymore.
I mean, we've got an exciting race for the rest of this race now, though.
Would you reckon 1 lap of safety car with since we've only got 4 laps to go?
No, I don't know, but I know we've got a sprint, and I know we've got an Abu Dhabi style sprint as well. So,
little kid coming for some softs.
Does he need to?
No. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if a few people behind him picked for some softs.
I think majority. If I was the majority of this field, I would. Let's put it that way. Saviour, pits,
straight in.
G-Star pits. Mark continues. Anthony stayed out as well. Gab pits. Julian pits. Banstorp stays out, so Banstorp's gone for the strategy. The thing is, the guys that aren't on ridiculously old mediums could be okay.
I could understand why people like Banstorp have stayed out, and Ant obviously he's gone for track position.
And as we saw, like, it wasn't easy for people to put a gap early on in this race, was it? So
I know, but you got to think for the people that have gone for the soft tyres on the restart, the tyres up to temperature, next to no fuel. People like Ant could be a bit of a sitting duck on what might be colder hards because they're going to be an absolute pain in the arse to heat back up.
yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. 100%. But yeah, these guys on softs. But the thing is, Saviour's got to overtake 4 cars just to get back to where he was. Do you know what I mean? And that's not going to be easy with no DRS.
Have a lot more corner confidence than people like.
Oh yeah.
Kaiser, Banstorp, and probably Anton for the first lap.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, but still, with no DRS, it's still going to become, you know, especially when the main overtaking spot is down a long straight, and everyone's in a train.
I feel really sorry for Kid, to be fair. He was off in the distance in his own little world, and now he's had to let everybody catch up.
Yeah, he definitely has. The issue for Mark is, if I'm not wrong, he's got a couple of lap cars between him and Kid, which is not fun at all. But don't forget, in the rulebook, you must move over down the pit straight on the restart if you are lapped. Because
I tell you another one I've just noticed, sorry to interrupt, is that down in 13th, D Brindle's gone for a new set of mediums for this last little sprint.
I mean, he might struggle to make them last to the end.
There we go, and wasn't he just on some like 17 lap old hards?
Yeah, I don't blame him for coming in, but why would you not put soft on? He's going to struggle to get to the end on those mediums, that's for sure.
And Rotterdam's still on 16 lap old hards.
I mean, he is a lap down, to be fair, and if I was him, I would recommend don't go anywhere near Kid on this restart or get in the way of Mark, because I don't want to deal with it in stewards, thanks.
I didn't realise he was the car in second, to be fair.
Yeah, he's actually the car sat there in second, so he's probably like, oh my god, I've got Kid Dynamite in front of me, and fanboying, and then realising, okay, wait, I've got to get out of the way of the car in second here. So, but you've had a couple of races in MRCX this season. How are you found it?
I really regretted my my choice to race the F2 race in Jeddah.
To be fair, you didn't really have a choice. I think I bullied you into it.
I didn't realise how horrible those F2 cars were to drive, and it rained in Jeddah.
It rained in a car that you've never driven before.
I enjoyed my F2 battle, my MRCX battle I did in Bahrain. That was quite good.
Yeah, you had a really long battle with Chris Bailey that day, if I remember correctly. So,
yeah, I think people had made a few adjustments to the setups that day though, because everybody seemed a lot quicker in a straight line than I could get.
Usually it's you that puts no wing on. But safety car's in. While it's in, do you want to quickly announce your livery of the day?
I was going to go with Saviour for my livery of the day. I really like it. It's nice and subtle, but I just think it's a really nice looking car. Yeah,
okay. No, it is a very good car. I can't give it to Kid. He looks like a packet of after eights. I'm going Kaiser Soze. There's just something about his that I absolutely love. It's the matte black, I think. I just love it. So,
yeah, it doesn't get used very often as the matte black, but I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, so Saviour and Kaiser Soze will vote the driver of the day right at the end. We can't give it to Kid, even though he started last. He does it every race, so it gets boring after a while.
Well, I remember back in the day when an MRC started and he joined, and we had to stop him from racing because he kept winning.
Wow. Well, that's one way to deal with him. I really hope these lap cars get out of the way.
Well, so far Rotterdam hasn't moved.
Well, he's not actually meant to yet. He's got to do it down the straight. This is the test to see if the driver's... Oh, Mark's got 3 seconds already! That's going to cost him so much! But the lap cars haven't got out of the way. They haven't read the rule book.
He moved out of the way for one car. No, there you go.
I don't think he deliberately moved out of the way, though. That's the worst bit. But it's not being helpful at all, that is for sure.
Saviour got past one car.
Yeah, Saviour's made his move on... No, he hasn't. He's now lost the place again to Kaiser, but here goes Saviour. He's through. Kaiser doesn't really fight it and doesn't really need to. Oh, that was a big move from Gav. Big lunge. That's absolutely amazing from Gav. When did he learn to race?
Came from absolutely nowhere, that.
When did he learn how to race? I want to see some of that in Tier 3 as my teammate, because I'm rubbish. So, I need you to start... Wow! That was... feisty from Gav.
Yeah, here we go. Here comes those fresh softs though. Saviour already on the gearbox of Banstorp.
He is. He's catching. Thing is, you need to do it this
so
lap.
much grip.
Yeah. Banstorp's got really wide at the banking. That's going to compromise him quite a bit. Saviour's already alongside. That banking is so horrible for traction, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things ever. But Saviour's got the move done. Next up for Saviour is Ant on 2 compounds lesser tyres than him.
There goes Gav as well.
Gav is unleashing a clinic on overtaking. He's through on barn door as well. So, oh, they so nearly come together in the final corner. But wow, what is Gav doing? He's feeling up for it, but he's gonna lose the place to barn door again because he's the fact that
chasing down Ant.
He is. He's absolutely flying on those soft tyres. That is for sure. But let's see what's going to go on.
Definitely wonder if this top 3 made the right choice staying on their tyres, especially for Ant on those hards.
Ant probably didn't, but I think the other 2 may well be safe. Yeah, he's not going to get the best exit. Well, he is actually. He's just told me to shut up then. Okay, we move on. Well, I'm surprised Gav didn't try and follow him through, to be completely honest with you. Oh, Gav is looking feisty.
Oh, Saviour almost spun the car.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's pushing that car to the absolute limit, and now he's having a bit of chuff action with Batmazo. No, Anton. That's what he's having. Meanwhile, Gav is practically pushing Ant round the final corner, but Gav is going to use. Gav's used all of his battery in a lap. He's not going to be close enough. To be fair. Gav is going to launch the biggest dive bomb over here. I can feel it. It's coming. It's coming. And from out of nowhere. Okay, he's disappointed me. But oh, G-Star's past Julian into the hairpin, but coming across the line, you would have never guessed who would have won this race. It's Kid Dynamite. Congratulations. In second, oh, DRS is enabled as they finish. Okay, brilliant. Saviour comes home second. Mark, oh, he's got that 3 seconds right at the end. Bandstop comes home. He takes the win for the challenger tier. Gav comes home 7th. It is a good recovery from him considering he had that 3 seconds. The way some of those moves he pulled off at the end were absolutely amazing. But wow,
it was a big finish, obviously, for Mark and Kids. It's definitely a good choice to stay in the mediums. I thought that Saviour probably still had a bit of a chance of catching him, but
yeah, I agree with you. I don't know how you predicted that Kid was going to win that race.
I don't know. It's just a feeling.
There was no point I thought he was actually going to win it, but somehow he managed it. Fair play to him. But there it is, the winner, Kid Dynamite. I think I've said that sometime before. Saviour second, Anton comes home in third, G-Star fourth, Mark after that 3 seconds comes home in fifth. Bandstop takes the win for the challenger tier, Gab in second, B17 comes home third, Kaiser Soze fourth, so that's big for the title battle, and B17 actually gained some, well, a point on Kaiser Soze. Lorpy comes home 10th, Julian 11th, Carl 12th, Jack's the 13th, Brindle 14th. I think something happened to Simba on the restart because he dropped to 15th. Neil was the man fighting with the front runners while in P16, but he was there. RS comes home 17th, Bergen 18th after a game glitch, let's say. 19th for Lorapel and 20th for Back Mazo. Who's your driver of the day, Morgan?
I think I've got to give it to G-Star. You know, started down at 16th, had a really quiet race, not really like the best strategy, but he pulled it off to come back in 4th.
He had that spin as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm for the same reason as you've got G-Star, I'm going to go for Bandstop. Because he had 2 spins and still won the challenger tier, so yeah. So yeah,
some great racing there towards the end.
There was. I think there was a lot of great racing. We saw a lot of close action for the entire time. So that is always great to see. But that is it for today. We will be back next week in Miami. Oh, Miami. But we're back in Miami. Miami, baby. And then we are... What race is it next week? Oh, I think it's normal format. I think. So that is what it is. And then we will be, obviously, Monday, 7 o'clock, Tier 2, where Mr. Morgan will be out on track giving you a clinic of the Miami circuit. And then Tier 1 will be on at 8:45 and the same times on Wednesday. And then us, 7:30, back here, Miami, next Friday. And Morgan, I'm sure I'm going to see you again this season on MRC Comms because it was great fun having you. So thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome any time. Anyway, have a good weekend, guys, and see you all soon. Goodbye.